a bloody birthday.
Of course he can, but he's just saying if they're all going to bring friends and there's going to be bloody 1 million people here, we haven't got the room.
I thought it was entertaining, but I feel if that's the image we're going to present to England, it's not an authentic image of Australian life.
Truth, Laurie, one of these days I'll pack me bloody bags and I'm going out of here. Truly. There's more drama living in this house than living out of it.
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Well, wouldn't have a clue.
He's not stupid.
I thought it was exciting because it's in our street and I was going to see it.
Well, it was true Sylvania Waters style as far as I'm concerned.
Finally, there's a vet. She's married to Mick.
Doesn't the
I like
grass
her.
look
She's
green?
pretty funny.
Yeah, their grass is not that green.
This is what the people of McIntyre Crescent, Sylvania Waters, think of the television series Sylvania Waters.
I enjoy our lifestyle more so than the money. It's not as if you have a lot of money.
Yeah, but you need the money to have the lifestyle, don't you?
It's what you buy.
But you'd have a tough time persuading local politicians that it's a positive piece of television.
And they represent about 1% of the people who live in this area, and I'm sure they represent a very small percent of the people who live in Australia. And yet the documentary purports this to be a typical Australian family. And I think that's going to do us a lot of damage.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I said, I've got no change. Anyway, all but spat at me.
Oh, did he?
Little. Wouldn't employ another one. I think they should go back to their own country and stay there.
If the Malaysians didn't like Embassy, they're going to absolutely hate Sylvania Waters. It's doing our international reputation no good whatsoever.
Sutherland Shire councillor Byron Hurst thinks the series was designed to parody Australia to please an English audience, a view shared by Sydney Morning Herald TV critic Robin Oliver.
Oh yes, I think the Poms and the BBC have come and served us one. I think if they were to play this in Britain just before a test series, they'd win hands down.
So that the image of Australia is not just another image of a shrimp on the barbie, but an image of a cultivated country.
So you see, my children eventually will have a stepfather. And you can have a party
And
for
look at
us.
your photos. Can have a barbecue in the backyard.
No.
Your photos. Piss up.
I don't know whether Paul Keating, with his new anti-ochreism, will be into it, but it certainly puts bricks and mortar and flesh and blood around the Barry Humphries image of Australia. It comes true. In fact, I rather feel that Edna may have one of those houses.
So are the Baker-Donoghue family an appropriate choice for this brutal version of This Is Your Life?
That's not a brand new pen.
You bought 10 of these about 3 weeks ago?
That's not that one, though, is
They're
it?
$1 million house and they're worried about a 5-cent pen.
There's nothing wrong with that
One
one.
of the other ones I just used was the same. That's what I'm saying to you. I didn't say it for fun.
Yeah. Look,
One of those I picked up
this
first.
is the one you had.
So I picked up one of those first.
Right.
I said, that's the
After watching that tonight, that is strictly honest. It is Nolene and Laurie and the family.
And if anybody would know, Trish and Alan Wick would. They're the Baker-Donoghue's next-door neighbours and best friends. You might have noticed them in the episode last night, popping up to give glowing character references.
He's overweight, high blood pressure, a drunk, disorderly, stresses out.
They say their neighbours opened their house and their private lives to the BBC crew because they thought it might be fun. But would they have allowed the shooting in their own home?
I honestly couldn't do it.
A lot of people hide from what they really do, but these two whackers next door, they've said, well, it's us, and we're going to be fair dinkum, and they've carried it right through.
Well, whackers they may be, but they've also become very astute at handling media inquiries. Interviews are now only granted for a substantial fee, perhaps understandable when you consider the amount of scrutiny they've already allowed. After all, Andy Warhol said everyone gets 15 minutes of fame, but the prospect of 6 hours of Australian television scrutiny must be horrifying.
The critic can say what they want. It's not going to affect Laurie and Nolene because they know what they really are. That's why they did this show the way it was done. No crap, no lies, just the real family.